This is a cut of venison, served with poached pears, beetroot and a herb salad. The beetroots, of course, are poached in water and vinegar with a few herbs, some spices and some sugar. And then you have the pears, poached in red wine with aniseed, bay leaf, pepper, garlic and a dash of vinegar. The venison is totally natural, it's not marinated. I leave it in its natural state because our kitchen emphasizes the seasons of summer and early autumn, and venison is a fresh meat whose natural flavor shouldn't be masked behind a lot of different spices. And I serve this recipe with a herb salad, and the salad is composed of wheat, purslane, basil, tarragon leaves and flat leaf parsley, all flavored with olive oil and balsamic vinegar. I'll season the venison slightly. It's fresh venison, unmarinated. I make this especially for this season of the year, which is still a sunny time of year. And I put this into some hot olive oil because I think that red meat, whether it's venison, beef or rabbit, all these meats should be cooked quickly. It has to be seared, not simmered. In the meantime, the pears have been poached in red wine, vinegar and different spices. And as for the beet juice, I reduce it somewhat. And the sauce that we've made, essentially from the venison, the red wines, the herbs, the shallots and the garlic, you can make this the day before if you wish, or you can make it on the morning. And now I'll arrange the plate. I've drained the beetroot so that the plate isn't too overwhelmed with color. And then I place the pear right in the middle. And I glaze the arrangement on a gas flame oven. So these herbs from the garden now. The sauce. And the beet juice with the pear juice. I've come to look at my vines. I don't come every day with a glass of wine in my hand, because I have to work in the evening. I have to cook, and you can't cook and drink at the same time and do both things well. Here we have 200 Riesling vines. We've got 200 Chardonnays, 200 Pinot Noir, and 200 Cabernet Franc. It's not a luxury, it's a need. And every need is not a luxury. A stone's throw away from his vineyard, Roger shows us a Chardonnay vineyard that's just been awarded a World Gold Medal. These are excellent looking grapes. This Chardonnay was well known, and I was very interested in putting some local wines on the wine list, and I had real trouble convincing him. I wrote to this gentleman 2 or 3 times. He wasn't interested, and so then I called him and he said, no wine for sale. And then came the day. He won the medal. I picked up pen and paper right away and I wrote him a little letter, a letter of congratulations, and for everything he was doing for the area and all of that, I congratulated him, and I guess my letter must have touched him. It certainly got the ball rolling. Dit is een goede man met goed achter, zoiets. Very, very good. Proper acidity. Long in the mouth.
Bonne acidité, bonne longueur.
Yes.
Bon fruit.
Good fruit.
Vous voulez goûter?
Like to taste?
Voilà, je trouve que ce qu'on vient de goûter.
I think the wine we've just tasted has a lot of potential. We'll have some very good bottles of wine at the table next year. It was a very good year, an exceptional year. And it's going to be a good year this year too, I think, if the weather cooperates a bit.
Et cette année-ci, ça va être bon, je crois.
Yes, I think so. I think we'll have some really good juices. But then it all depends on the weather.
On va faire des bons jus.
Oui. Jusqu'à maintenant, c'est bon.
C'est bon, vous êtes content. Merveilleux.
The De Smeet family's gin distillery, another typical local drink, is an absolute must-see if you happen to be traveling in the area. As Monsieur Souvereyns was telling you, gin is a typically Belgian product. Actually, it's Flemish. It's produced from oats, barley and wheat, and they are distilled here, and then later they're flavored over to Hassalta factory. So here we are in the De Smeet's distillery itself, which is 75 years old. There are 2 phases in the distilling process. First of all, we prepare the fixings, which are fermented with yeast. And then this is cooked. That's the distilling process itself. And that's intended to eliminate the solids. And after that, it's stored in a basin where the strength of the alcohol is measured regularly. And following that, the mixture is distilled a second time, and the result is a basic alcohol that can then be developed into gin.
We're
going to have a look at the church, at the cathedral. Roger is also a huge fan of music and architecture, and with his help, you'll learn to appreciate the acoustics of the church of Bockeren Abbey.
C'est beau, hein?
Très beau.
It's beautiful.
Bon volume, je trouve.
The volume is perfect.
Pour les concerts.
And for concerts, this place is absolutely exceptional. I've been to Bach concerts twice here, and they were sublime. He'll also show you the town of Tongeren, a favorite haunt of antique dealers. He'll show you the statue of Ambiorix, the Gaul who defeated the Romans, which stands opposite from the cathedral. Or you might very simply come across him one morning in his park, listening to his friend Van der Eycken, playing a Bach suite for cello. Roger Souvereyns, a lover of good living and a master gastronomer.